Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early March 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Leos. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. We are in early March, early Pisces season. Let's see what the energy has for us here. Gods, talk to me. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And then towards the very end, we have a special treat for you this week, Leo. My very dear friend Stacy from Cosmic Life Astrology is going to do a nice little astrology segment. Let us know what's happening in the stars. So show her some love when we get to that point. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Leo. Please and thank you, my gods. Talk to me. What's going on here? All right, nice. All right, there's some sort of temptation in the energy, okay? We have this devil. Now, it's not like the literal devil, of course, or the devil within the tarot. There's other differences to it, but to me, there's just a very tempting type of energy, okay? And we're going to have to dig into that a little more for sure. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit about this devil. So when we look at this card, you see the imagery. We have our little Diablo friend back there. There's a woman in front of him. There's a serpent. There's an apple. So all of this imagery does allude to the Garden of Eden. So when I see a card like this, the first thing I always think of is temptation. Now, whether this is somebody tempted by you, right? Maybe it's something you're very tempted by. As this card often shows up when there's something you're trying to refrain from. Okay, so whether you're trying to refrain from a certain thought, like I'm not going to think about that, I'm not going to think about them. This is a very tempting type of energy where you might cave on that in one way or another. For a portion of you, if you've been trying to quit something, this is a big energy. Like, all right, just be a little careful. You're going to be very tempted by something. And it doesn't always have to be something you're refraining from either. Like, temptation could pop up really whenever, especially when this card is here. Yeah, it could be a little bit of a warning aside from all that energy that we're picking up here. Spirit could be asking you to step softly in regards to a certain situation. But we're just going to put that devil down right over there. Let's get into tarot now. And I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. And we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So what do we got here for Leo, please, my gods? Talk to me. And yeah, while we get this deck all shuffled up and ready, let's talk about last week's reading. Very, very nice towards the back end. The reading was titled A Massive Payoff. So I did feel for a lot of Leos, a situation that you've been going through or frustration that you may have been feeling, your hard work paying off in the end. It was really lovely. So I hope one did come in for you. Remember, that energy could still bleed over to the coming days and weeks. So I'm hoping a payoff's coming your way. It did feel really nice, like something opening up or just bursting through. It was really good. So let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you. Because we could be seeing your vibe, we could be seeing somebody else. You know how it goes. Could go any which way. So let's get 3 here for the lovely Leos, please. What do we got for my friends? Okay, all right. Okay. I'm cautiously optimistic so far. You got 2 cards at once. We have the 6 of Swords. Really nice. Forward movement. We got a little bit of improvement, like taking a few steps forward here. I do like this. We have the Empress in position number 2. Goddess energy. Very fertile and filled with possibilities. Let's get one more, then we'll really build this out. I saw that Empress in the Aries reading as well. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands here on the back end, and you also have a bonus, which I'll put out in a moment. 7 of Wands, try to keep them straightened out. And we have the High Priestess, which represents the season we are in right now. So we got a nice little mixture happening here, Leo. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So yeah, first look, first glance, I'm looking over here at the spread. Elementally, we do have like air. We have some fire on the back end. When you combine that, that could be a little volatile and explosive, especially with this Empress in the middle, but it might not be for a bad reason. The Empress is Venus energy, so it could represent Libras, it could represent Taurus. So either this Empress energy is going to feed the air or it's going to ground it down, but I don't feel anything too rough just yet. we're going to have to break this down. I do see possibilities. I do see improvement, and then this little tinge of spirituality on the back end as well. So let's go through piece by piece and really build this out. Position number 1, the 6 of Swords. Like I said, improvement. So when we see this card, the people are coming out of the choppy waters into the cool, calm, clear water. So for a lot of you, certain situations or certain things you're going through could start getting better, could start improving, start seeing gains in one way or another. And we kind of saw that last week with something paying off. And it's still showing up here in the undertone of the energy, so that's a good thing. Anything you work towards paying off, anything you put effort into paying off, whether it's work, relationships, business, it could be any of them. There is a challenge with this card, as there is with all cards. When we see the 6 of Swords, if it doesn't represent what we just talked about, if it doesn't represent distance, if it doesn't represent travel, this card could sometimes represent somebody that's not really paying attention to what they're supposed to be doing. Worst case scenario, it could be someone that feels abandoned in one way or another. We're not fully going to go that route. We're going to call it improvement until the clarifier tells us otherwise. But this could be someone that you might be frustrated with, whether it's a coworker. It's like, all right, well, they're giving me all their work, or they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, but I am. It's giving me that odd little energy. We'll dig into it further. Moving to the center, we have the beautiful, lovely Empress energy. Already told you, this could represent a Libra, it could represent a Taurus, it could represent a mother figure. This is the full encapsulation of the divine feminine energy. So it could represent you, right? Even though it's not fully gender specific like that. The Empress is that goddess, right? So when I see her, I think of the stability, the abundance, the blessings from spirit. I can't really interpret her in many negative ways, even though every single card has like some drawbacks. Hers could sometimes be something that's a little too planted. This could be something that might feel a little, I don't want to use the word like clingy. This could be like smothery. So hopefully you're not dealing with anything that's making you feel cornered or smothered or anything like that. But generally when I see the Empress, I think of like absolute blessings and abundance, wins, victories, all that good stuff. It's nice. And for some of you, simply put, it could just represent a mother figure, okay? Could represent you if you're a mother, or just there's something concerning a mother figure here in the energy. Now, moving to the very back end, I already swiped the card away. We have our good pal here, the 7 of Wands. Now, this card is very hot or cold. When I see it, see that person, it's like they're standing on a wedge, fending a bunch of people off. So this card could represent tough situations, trials, tests, tribute, like just things that you need to get through, roadblocks. It's this person against the world whenever we see it. 7 of Wands could represent somebody that might feel cornered or imprisoned in some sort of way. So yeah, when we do couple it with the Empress energy, could be someone that's feeling a little trapped by something. We don't fully have to go that route though. This could be a very determined vibe. It doesn't always have to be just trapped and me against the world and these situations and problems. Not always. This card could absolutely be somebody overcoming something. So like that payoff energy that we've been seeing, the diligence, the determination, fighting the good fight, really good stuff. So we have to dig into this deeper because it could either be really good or it could be something that's a little difficult to contend with. Now moving to the very back end, your bonus card, we have the High Priestess. So we are in Pisces season. This card does represent Pisces. I also connected to all water signs in my personal style. So it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it's very intuitive. It's extremely spiritual. So for a lot of you, your intuition could be trying to tell you something. Like deep down on the inside, you might feel something in your gut. Energetically, you might be a little more sensitive than you normally are whenever the High Priestess is in the mix. Remember, she's the patron, or the matron, pardon me, of psychics, intuitives, and tarot readers. So we like her, but Spirit could be saying like, hey, your intuition's trying to tell you something. She could also represent mystery. So we'll see if any more mystery shows up within the spread. I want to dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my lovely Leo friends. Let's see what's happening in the energy, my guides. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 6 of Swords. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to your Leo friends, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Oh, and for those of you that have been asking, one quick thing while we get this card out. My March personal reading calendar has been refreshed. So if you're trying to get a personal, hit up my website in the description. Okay, and I get a lot of inquiries about that. All right, Three of Cups in reverse underneath the Six of Swords. Okay, this is avoidant. This is somebody trying to avoid something in a very big way. So for some of you, there might be a problem or a situation that you're like trying to sidestep, or this could be someone you're dealing with, or they're like, all right, well, I don't want to deal with that right now, so maybe we'll deal with that later or down the road. That's just the energy this is picking up. The Three of Cups is generally a card of celebration, like wins, victories. So we have like a conundrum of energy happening here, because we do have improvement, we do have abundance, but this Three of Cups in reverse tells me that someone's not feeling super happy. So in reverse underneath the Six of Swords, yeah, there could be something where it's like, okay, well, I'm feeling better, but I'm not fully there yet. So, I mean, whatever you might be going through, it's like, all right, I haven't reached the finish line yet. So I feel like it's a very simple, straightforward type of energy. It's either one or two things that I already just mentioned. Now, I could keep going and say, like, all right, for some of you, you might be trying to refrain from certain habits. You might be trying to fix certain behaviors. We could keep pulling messages out of this if we want. But the main two things I'm feeling here is, one, you might be dealing with an avoidant person, or you could be avoiding something like, all right, I'm just going to sidestep that, deal with that later. Or once again, this is someone who's like, all right, well, I'm doing better, but I'm not fully there yet. Okay, improvement's still improvement, though. Let's keep moving. There is improvement in the energy, but that avoidance, it's odd. So let's go in on that Empress here. Now I really want to get over to the Seven of Wands, like especially if there's avoidant type of energy here. So let's see. It's like, okay, can I bypass something, or can I pass? All right, let's just go in on the Empress, because I'll keep talking all day about that. Let's see why the Empress is here. Thank you. I mean, a lot of you are going to have some really, really good news coming in. I love this. Really love this type of energy here in the center. We have the Page of Pentacles in the upright underneath this Empress. Doesn't get much better than that. For some of you, you might need to have some sort of conversation with a mother figure, right? Like, call your mom. It's like one of those energies, but the Page of Pentacles is really good. All pages represent communication. All pages represent students and studying things and knowledge acquisition. They represent the world of new. It's very youthful type of energy. So for a big portion of you, the Page of Pentacles with that Empress in the upright, this could be some really good news or exciting news coming in for some of you. A conversation that leads to something bigger. Okay, I feel like the horizon is being broadened with this. Okay, so yes, we still have these possible little bit of choppy energies, but once again, very good stuff. Now, with the Page of Pentacles and the Empress, yeah, I mean, these could be the blessings coming in that start small and get bigger. So, like, if you're getting little wins here and there, that's good. If you're getting little progress here, that's good. But trust me, I know, I'm a fire sign myself. I know we shoot for the stars. When we want something, we go for it full steam and, like, full gusto until we make it happen. I'm getting a lot of little wins here, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. Little progress eventually adds up to something big, but still really good positive communication or exciting news coming in for the Leos. I love it. Let's keep moving. But it's kind of giving me like, all right, well, that's a star. Like, give me some more. It's like giving me that vibe. Let's keep going in on that Seven of Wands. Okay, I need more. I want more. It's, ooh. And I'm getting such different messages than I normally do for you. So let's see why the 7 is here. Then we shall move on to the astrology segment, my friends. So why is the 7 of Wands here? Thank you. Okay, double sevens here on the back end. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse underneath this 7 of Wands, huh? Okay. You might be the type of individual where it's like, okay, well, if it's not what I've planned for, if it's not as good as I imagined, I don't want it at all. Okay, that's a vibe we could get. It's like, all right, well, yeah, we have all these good things, these little wins that are adding up, but the 7 of Cups is usually a card of options and paths. You might have your mind set on something, especially with when this is in reverse. So whether it's something around work, whether it's something around your lifestyle, or whether it's something with a person, this is someone whose mind is set. It's like, okay, I don't need all these options. I know what I want, and I'm going to do whatever I have to do to attain what I want. All these other cups, they could get the hell out of here. I just want the one cup. I want that Ace of Cups. It's like giving me that type of energy here. And listen, there's nothing wrong with knowing what you want, where you want to go, what you want to do, and being determined to get the outcome that you want. You don't have to flex on your expectations. and what you expect or what you feel you deserve. I feel like I'm going off on a tangent, but some of you just might need to hear that. Like, listen, if you know what you want, if you know the outcome that you want, work towards it and make it happen. You don't have to settle. That's kind of what I'm picking up here, right? And imagine that, a Leo settling, never happened. So interesting energy here. I feel like you can have a win of some sort. The double sevens reinforces and supports that energy. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into your astrology segment, my friends. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we do have the 6 of Swords with the 3 of Cups in reverse. I did say you might be dealing with an avoidant person, or there could be a situation you're trying to sidestep or avoid yourself. It's like, yeah, I'd rather not. No thanks, bye. But another thing here, and I kind of get it here in the front end, there's like little wins starting to add up. It's like, okay, well, that's good, but I still need better, or I still need to get somewhere further. So there could be wins coming in, okay? They just might not be ideal at the moment. Moving to the center, we have the Empress with the Page of Pentacles in the upright. Really good news coming in, or exciting news. I'd love this. Opportunities and offers, really good stuff. Some of you might just need to talk to your mom or a mother figure of some sort, but I do feel here in the energy like there is some really good news coming in. But to me, it was like, all right, well, that's a good start. Now let's see where it goes. It's giving me that vibe. On the back end, we have the 7 of Wands with the 7 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, somebody that knows what they want, knows what they deserve, and they're willing to fight for what they want. They don't want all the cups. They want the one cup. You don't have to settle, all right? That's another big thing, Leo. If you know what you want, you know the outcome you want, go for it. Make it happen. Put the energy into it. You're a very vibrant sign. You're vibrant people. So you could put the energy into it. If you don't know what direction you want to go with the situation you're dealing with, Spirit is asking you to define that. Okay, you need an end goal. So yeah, please take a screenshot. And yeah, that's what I have for you. Please, we'll move right on into the astrology segment with my dear friend Stacy. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Stacy from Cosmic Life Astrology. I'm here to give you a briefing on the upcoming eclipse season, which is beginning in March, and we will see a series of eclipses happening at the end of the month and the beginning of April. The energy will be felt more strongly during the first 2 months of eclipse season. However, it can take 6 months to play out until the next eclipse cycle begins. I will be doing this based on rising signs, so if you don't know your rising sign or have a birth chart, you can email me at itsacosmiclife@gmail.com and I can help you out with that. If you are watching for your sun sign, you may find that there's more resonance with your work and career life with these horoscopes. And if you find this video helpful, I ask that you hop on over to my YouTube channel, Cosmic Life Astrology, where I upload videos every week on what's in store for us week by week. And I hope you enjoy this. Let's dive in. Hello, Leo rising. So for you guys, the eclipses are happening in the 3rd and 9th house axis, which is the axis of people near and far, communication and publishing, contract agreements and maybe legal issues or, belief systems. And for you guys, there has been a major focus in the 9th house with Chiron and the North Node there. And I want to focus on that for a minute because we also have Mercury retrograde in Aries. The pre-shadow will begin on March 18th when Mercury hits 15 degrees of Aries, and it will make its way to 27 degrees of Aries on April 1st, which is where it will retrograde. And so I see this as being very significant because it's happening right in between both eclipses. So there will be a major refocusing or readdressing of things before you can have a new beginning. And you may see during the shadow period some clues as to what you will be working on during the retrograde cycle in your 9th house of foreign travel, long distance travel, publishing projects, legal issues, higher learning. And when we have the Libra full moon lunar eclipse on March 25th, that will be happening in your 3rd house. So there will be a culmination of maybe projects you've been working on with siblings or communications, contracts that have been getting, discussed or negotiated. having to do with people in your day-to-day life or your local surroundings. And there will be a trine to Pluto and Aquarius in your 7th house, which makes this a great opportunity for deepening your business or romantic relationships. There could be, maybe because of the focus in that 3rd house and 9th house, you could have the potential of being able to now focus and deepen a relationship that you are already in. When we hit the April 8th Aries solar eclipse, which is happening at 19 degrees of Aries, it will be conjuncting Chiron and North Node in your 9th house. And so with that, there will be a brand new beginning in that 9th house of long distance travel, higher learning, whether it's legal issues that need to be worked through, studying, publishing. The 9th house also has to do with the second marriage partner. So there may, if you've already been married before and are on the hunt for a new partner, there could be the potential of finding your second marriage partner. This will bring a pretty expansive opportunity because the 9th house is all about, it's a Jupiter house, so it's very expansive naturally. And it could change your vision on life and your belief system and bring travel opportunities. And so this is a very nice eclipse season for you guys. I hope you enjoy.
If you would like to get a personal reading done with me, you can find my digital calendar on mastermetaphysics.com, so please feel free to check it out. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, fantastic Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite zodiac sign? And give me a couple reasons why. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.